Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. Y'all, I was like sitting here just recording some stories for the week when I flipped over to my Discord channel, which by the way, if you haven't, go ahead and join my Discord. Join the Discord. You can find the link all over the place in special places. All right, guys. I am gonna read this story to you just right off the bat. I don't know anything about this story. I'm excited. Grab your vibes and delights and let's jump into this story called I, 23 female, created a 1/1 scale puppet version of my boyfriend, 22 male, and showed it to him during foreplay as a joke. Now he hasn't texted me in 12 hours and I'm starting to get worried. How do I get him to text me back, bro? This is the original story, which came off of Two Hot Takes, and I didn't know that going in. But Two Hot Takes always has like the fucking wildest stories, man. So let's jump into the story. Also, real quick, I was just gonna say 12 hours. Do y'all live together? Because I don't know, that doesn't seem unreasonable. But then I kind of thought about it and I was like, maybe that is a little excessive. How long is too long? The title pretty much says it all, but here are some more details. My boyfriend of 6 months and I have had a pretty cut and dry relationship up to this point. What is cut and dry though? Like, what is normal? Anyway, I've always been what some people would call quirky. So, again, what is normal? Because normal is subjective. So, pranks are sort of my bread and butter. Oh. John, has expressed that he really likes this part of me, and I'm just happy to be with someone who can handle all of my zest. Sometimes I wonder that he doesn't actually think I'm as funny as he says, but he always reassures me that this is not the case. One of the ways we really like to express our humor to each other is in the bedroom. For example, I love to do impressions of mostly Disney characters, such as the paperwork lady from Monsters, Inc.
Don't let it happen again.
Yes, well, I'll try to be less careless.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Whew, she's nuts.
Always.
Not Ross. Oh my god. He sometimes does them too, but he's not that good at voices. Oh no. So, here's where I think I might have taken it too far. I recently bought a sewing machine to try and make cosplay costumes and stuff, but something dawned on me as I was messing around with it. This was the plan. We oftentimes have relationship times with a habitual back rub massage sort of thing, and we switch off. Everybody likes a good back rub. And then we progress into kissing and then full blown. One very important fact to tell you is that John does in fact wear glasses. So I will usually make a point to take them off and put them on the table for safety. During this particular romp in the hay, I got a really funny idea about how to take his glasses off next time, and I couldn't stop laughing. He asked me what I was laughing at because he has some insecurity about his appearance, but I assured him it was nothing like that. We had our fun, and John went home, but all I could think about was this plan. Okay. So the next day, I went to the fabric store and bought a bunch of skin-colored felt and wireframing and cotton and got to work on a Muppet-style version of my boyfriend to put his glasses on the next time we started having relations. Honestly, the thing was looking pretty good, and I even found some clothes at Goodwill that were his style. I dressed the puppet in his clothes, hid them under my collection of Squishmallows that's in my room, and invited him over. To spare you all the explicit details, we did start kissing and taking clothes off and stuff, but my hands were shaking as I reached up to grab his glasses. Instead of putting it on my nightstand, I made a point to say something like, I'm just going to put these right here, as I stretched over to the Squishmallow that was covering the puppet boyfriend's head and put the glasses right over his felt eyes. He got confused, I think, and looked back to where I put the glasses and sat up, as the felt version of his face, very easily identifiable by the way. John has red hair and a mustache, so the glasses on top left little question of who this could be. He was silent for a second and then said, "Is that supposed to be me?" Ooh. as I was laughing, I said something like, "Do you like it?" as I took it out of the Squishmallow pile and revealed the entirety of Muppet John. "Oh, did you make that?" he asked, and I stood it up off the bed and asked him to stand next to it. "See, it's just like you, basically," I said, but he still wasn't laughing that much. I think he saw that the Muppet ended up being just a little bit taller than him. Holy shit, what the fuck did you make? A monster? Like, God. He's 5'7" and probably insecure about that. The Muppet ended up being accidentally taller at 6'1". I noticed his disappointment and did a tried and true Disney impression. Oh no. I in my best goofy impression I said, "Well, looks like we should just call him Big John." Yuck. John just took the glasses off and let them fall to the floor, put the glasses on the nightstand, and sat on the bed. We eventually went to Sin City, but it was a lot more quiet than usual. He left after that, even though we were planning on having a sleepover. He said he wasn't feeling that good. I texted him goodnight and went to bed. He said, "I'm gonna still get me that thing." And then I'm gonna ghost this bitch. So here's the ish. This morning, I haven't gotten any good morning text or any text from him at all, even though he always sends me a good morning text. And I'm worried that John, Big John, was a step too far and that normal John. I feel like he's just, I'm sorry, I'm worried that Big John was a step too far and that normal John didn't think the joke was as funny as I did. I feel like he's just putting me in an uncomfortable position by not telling me how this made him feel, really. Yeah, even though I thought it was pretty funny. Is it salvageable or am I fucked? Too long didn't read. I created a life-size puppet of my boyfriend to put his glasses on, but I think it made him insecure and now he won't text me. I just found out there is an update. So if this is on TikTok, just know that I've already pre-recorded this and I'll be right back, okay? All right. So here's the update. Oh my god. Oh, okay, and what's worse is that the comment this was attached to was from Two Hot Takes. They said that they removed the original post because they thought that it was a fake until they got this update. So there's pictures. I hope y'all re-upped. Not sure why the mods deleted my last post. But so many people were asking for updates, and I'll leave the original in the comments. It's really funny to read back. Oh no. But here's what's happened in the past week. I'm sorry, guys. This just tickled me so. 'Cause, man. So it's been a wild couple days or so, and I've been honestly a little depressed at the negative reaction from everyone. After my boyfriend, John, left after we did the no pants dance in front of the puppet, he didn't text me for like a day and a half. I was really starting to get worried and believe some of the comments that I was like a serial unaliver. I was so sad that I didn't even want to look at the sewing machine to make my custom Disney ears because it just reminded me of Big John. Speaking of Big John, I hung him in the closet so I didn't have to look at him. I was so ashamed. I was drawing when my phone buzzed and I saw it was John and he said, "Can we talk?" Ooh. I was super nervous and he came over to my place. It was awkward at first because it had been so long since we saw or talked to each other, and I honestly thought things were going to end, especially after reading all the comments. However, he apologized for his behavior and told me something that cleared things up. So apparently, his mom has been cheating on his dad with multiple younger men for years, and he and his dad just found out the other day, the day I made Big John. He wasn't upset about Big John. I could tell he was still upset, and my instincts were saying I should do a Disney voice, but I considered the comments from my last post and just decided to say, "I'm sorry that happened and I hope your family's okay." Then, the most surprising part, he said, "I'm sorry too." And then in his adorably not very good singing voice saying, "Big John never bothered me anyway." Oh, from Frozen. I have something for him actually, and brought out one of his favorite slap bracelets that his mom got him as a kid. That's hilarious. He pulled me into a hug and we danced like we were Cinderella and Prince Charming's boyfriend. This is epic. He tried to dip me, but he's not very strong, so it created a funny moment where we kissed and then he led me to my royal suite. Oh, I'm sick of this person. Yo, listen, I don't get it, but I love it for them, okay? I love it. I love the joy. I think I mostly just like seeing people happy. So for now, it just seems like a happy ending. I'm sorry I didn't post any pics with the original post, but after seeing Jong's reaction, I was so embarrassed. Some of the comments were so mean that I wanted to just destroy it and never think of him again. But there were some very kind people who sent me private messages that made me feel a lot better and proud of my quirkiness, which could very well be autism. As some commenters have stated, so I'm getting a test in a couple weeks. Also, stop thinking I would use Big John for things. He's strictly an awesome way for normal John to have somewhere to put his glasses. I mean, every once in a while, I'd probably have him sleep with him so it smelled like him, but yeah. So, oh no, I see the top of a picture. I'm terrified. So after all this time, I've gained the courage to share Big John with you all like you've asked. I was happy with how it turned out and even happier that my beloved loved him as well. Too long didn't read. I made a puppet version of my boyfriend a week ago, and when he saw it, he wouldn't text me. Turns out his parents were just going through some cheating, and our relationship is okay. Oh my God. Oh my Oh my God, this thing is terrifying. Oh no, bro. No, that thing is mad scary. That thing is terrifying. Horrifying. Horrifying. I quite literally have nothing to say. I'm really happy for that.